Alright, gang. I don't do DVD. I hate saying reviews. Let's just say a discussion amongst friends. I have thousands. Whoa, that's way wrong. I have several hundred DVDs. I tend not to get rid of my DVDs. I kind of like having them because when you have power outages and the internet goes down, which happens every year here in Georgia, I shouldn't say power outages, but cable outages and internet outages, and your power's up, I have stuff to watch. Because sitting in a house with no entertainment is horrible. But first, we was in Tennessee yesterday. They had a Little Debbie outlet store because there's a factory we was going to go ride by, but it was just pouring down rain yesterday, so we just came back home to Georgia. We only had a day pass anyway to go to Tennessee. So we go in the Little Debbie store, and the prices for the boxes was just phenomenally low. So we bought up a ton of Little Debbie stuff. When I say we, is my sister and I. I'm an oatmeal pie freak. I love their oatmeal pies and their Nutty Buddy bars. They was out of Nutty Buddy bars, which is very understandable. I wanted to get that big, huge, oatmeal pies that are about like that big around. And they didn't have any. And then I walked down one aisle and they had boxes of oatmeal pies, but they were higher than any of the other stuff sitting around them. That don't make any sense. And then I realized why. I never had these double-decker oatmeal cream pie. Holy! I got a box of 6. Those bad boys are thick. And I've only had one. I'm surprised I haven't destroyed the whole box because I love these things. Well, let's get back to what I'm going to talk about here with this DVD box set emergency. You was a kid in the 70s. There were several TV shows you never missed. The Bionic Man, or $6 Million Man, The Bionic Woman, Emergencies was one of mine, Hulk, and Wonder Woman. Oh, I was in love with Wonder Woman. Charlie's Angels and Jacqueline Smith. Holy cow. Memory Lane is fantastic. But anyway, we would watch Emergency, and I think he came on Sunday nights or Saturday nights, and we loved this show. And if I'm at home in the weekdays around, I think at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, they'll play 2 episodes. And I started, working from home a lot. I would take my break at 12 and watch 2 episodes. Well, I wouldn't watch 2 hours. I just flip over to it and listen to it. Then I got to thinking, well, surely I can find the DVD somewhere. And I went online, and the prices were all over the place for the complete series. Well, I kept looking, and a guy posted this set. We had several of them. Half the cost of what everybody else was asking for, so I pulled the trigger and got it. So there's a love-hate relationship with Emergency. We watched an episode. That was one of my brothers and I. And we decided, they was rappelling. They have several episodes where they rappel. And we decided we was going to rappel off the front deck of the house, and there was a hay barn like on the property behind ours. So we would go up there and get the baling twine and we took some, and we didn't tie it off or anything. We just wrapped it around the top banister, and me being older, I said, I'm going to rappel first. So I climbed over the top banister, had my hay bale twine in my hand, kicked off, and it went zoop, and I broke my wrist. I don't know bones. I'm not a boneologist. Broke a bone here. I think there's 2 bones in there, isn't there? And then between my elbow and my shoulder, I broke all those bones. And it was like a week before school was starting. So I went a whole year in school with a cast. So anyway, Emergency. This show, I forgot how good it is. I mean, if you're looking for something nostalgic, I don't like using that word on this set, but if you're looking for just a good series to watch, I mean, it had everything. You had the nurse Dixie, Dr. Joe, Kel, Roy, and Johnny, and there's a lot of other characters. There's another doctor, Dr. Morton. He was in a lot of the episodes. Then you had other firefighters and firemen. As a kid, all I remember was the action. But as I'm watching it now, there was a lot of camaraderie, a lot of one-liners and jokes. And I learned Randolph Mantooth, I haven't gone and really looked, but supposedly he's an American Indian. Never knew that. But in some of the episodes, you'd see him wearing like belts that look like an Indian made. It was pretty cool. But everybody who watched this show, there's the back. You get 6 seasons plus a bonus special. But everybody who watched this knew the main character of the show. Squad 51. I mean, that was just awesome. And if you're a car freak, this is what saddens me today. If you watch the episodes, you'll see cars parked on the side of the street like Superbirds, Roadrunner, not Superbirds. I'm sorry. Yeah, Superbirds. One with the big wings. You'll see Superbirds. You'll have them car accidents with split bumper Camaros or Mustangs, which I'm not a Mustang fanatic. I like them, but I'm just not a fanatic. Or you'll see these, four-wheel drives was not a big thing back in the 60s and 70s, so they was usually special ordered. But you'll see a four-wheel drive upside down burning. It didn't matter if it was Ford, Chevy, or Dodge. It was upside down burning. And then to see some of the stars before they got famous that did, played the injured people or other characters, it's like, man, it was loaded. But this, like I said, I usually don't talk about DVDs. I mean, it's not my thing. But this, I'm just grateful to have this. Now you see that I have one of them out of the box, as I got season 4 back in my bedroom watching it and enjoying it. But my problem is I'll start watching it late in the afternoon. I ain't that old. I'll start watching it late in the evening and then I'll start falling asleep. So it might take me 3 days to watch a season. But I have not been disappointed. And if you're my age and you remember this show, and if you like DVDs, I know some people collect DVDs. I mean, well, I guess that goes without saying. Even if you're not a collector, you're collecting DVDs if you buy them. And I don't know many people buy them and then turn around and pitch them in a Goodwill box or hand them to somebody else. I don't do that. I just hang on to them all. Because I got some hard ones to get. And like, take this job and shove it. Man, I got this guy, I was wanting that DVD. Horrible movie. But it's got Bigfoot in it. And the first original monster truck. And I ended up trying to find that DVD, and you get, at the time they were selling used ones for $30, $40, $50. And this one guy they cleaned out some kind of a warehouse, and he was selling DVDs, and they had a bunch of brand new ones for, I think it was $30. So I got a brand new one for $30. And I watched it one time. And it has Barbara Hershey in it, who is not a bad looking chick. But getting back to Emergency, man, this show holds up. I mean, it really holds up. And some of the stuff that they show the paramedics and the firemen do, I mean, it was really good. And I was quite pleased to obtain it. So if you're an Emergency fan, jump on it if you like collecting DVDs. I know everybody's going to like downloading and all that, but I don't do that stuff. And I'm old-fashioned, I guess. I'm not old-fashioned because I don't have videotapes anymore. But the Emergency, you got it right there. Yeah, it's really cool. So, and other things, if you're my age and you see some of the background scenes, you'll see Stingray bicycles, certain types of pedal cars, just, stuff like that. Tonka trucks might be in the scene. That they're harder to find, but I did see one, I think. I saw something yellow look like a Tonka truck. And because that's another reason why I enjoy this series. So I'm looking back and seeing stuff from that era that I have or had and I played with. And oh my God, the clothes styles. This was made in the 70s, so that's all you can say. You watch like when the doctor doesn't have his lab coat on. It's crazy. Like you just have to see it. Look at that 70s Sears catalog. You'll see what he's wearing. But that's it, gang. I can't quit talking enough about it. It's a great DVD, so check it out.